So you know the phrase, what you don't know can't hurt you, or the less you know, the better. But on this fabulous Friday, Colorado's best attorney is delivering bad news to everyone out there. Phil Harding from Harding & Associates says it's just not true. We do need to know everything, right?
You do need to know everything. Hey, look, I dug up this video, and it's a visual to let everyone know what's going on and give you an idea of, well, let's look at this. We have a great visual here. And here's Barbie. She's floating along, enjoying pool time. She has no idea that a shark's about to attack, and then, boom, gets her.
Then
she was so happy.
Out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are we using this video, Phil?
Well, hey, today I want... You gotta stop laughing because we got...
Okay,
all right.
let's move on from that.
Hey, I want everyone to know what you don't know can hurt you, and it may even kill your chances to be compensated fully when you're hurt by someone else.
Okay, yeah, we're talking about accidents today. What is the most common mistake people make after, let's say, an injury?
Well, this happened this week. Believing the other side's insurance company. I got a call this week, and that person told me they were in a wreck. The other side's insurance company called them a few days later after the accident and said, we're accepting liability, which means we say that we're at fault. Hey, tell you what, I just want to get a statement from you. And by the way, can you send us, we're going to send you a medical release. Please sign that, send it back so we can start paying your medical bills and get your medical records. Make sure you're fully compensated.
Well, that sounds doable. What's wrong with that?
Everything in that scenario is wrong. Everything.
Everything.
And let's go over that. We have a graphic for it. But here's the story. First of all, it's illegal, and we talk about this all the time. There's a Colorado law that says it's illegal for the other side to contact you within 15 days of an accident. Our state capital knows that, and so that's why there's a law. The next thing is the other side insurance company does not pay your medical bills. Everyone thinks that they do, but the other side does not pay your medical bills. You pay your medical bills, and then you get paid one check at the very end from the other side, either through a settlement or if you've taken them to trial and you have a verdict. That is what people need to know.
Okay.
And the reason why we go over this all the time, the reason why they want you to sign these medical releases or send you the medical bills is they want to see your medical bill. And especially if you had health insurance, they want to see all of these bills. And I have a graphic here. This is from a real client. This is called an EOB. People get these all the time when they have health insurance. Now, the EOB, in this billing, you could have gotten $29,352 from the other side. Do you see that on the other side, on the far left-hand side? Because that's how much the hospital billed for the surgery. But if you signed a release for the other side's insurance company or sent this bill to them without covering up the paid amount, they would have not only seen the billed amount of the $29,000, but the paid amount from your health insurance for $8,547. The other side's insurance company would say, well, you showed me the $8,500, so I guess I'll only pay the $8,500.
They can get away with that?
They do it all the time because people don't know about it.
Yeah.
The lower payment, it's against the law, and that's a difference of over $20,000 you could have gotten. Let me tell you why this makes sense. You've gotten this discount because you have health insurance. When you settle, the other side's car insurance is not going to be paying back the years and years of health insurance premiums that you paid to get this discount. Thus, they're not entitled to see this discount rate. This is called the collateral source doctrine. Big words, but it means the other side does not get to benefit from your collateral source. Your collateral source is health insurance.
Okay, so there are lots of things to this. What else should we know?
All right. So the other thing that people need to know is let's talk about making a statement after the accident.
Okay, and if you're not at fault, there is nothing to hide, right?
Absolutely. There's nothing to hide, but there's nothing to help you. Look, the other side calls up and they say, we want to take your statement. You're like, I didn't do anything wrong. But what they do is they trick you. And here's an example. Maybe a few days after the accident, they call up and they say, we've accepted liability. We just want a statement from you. They ask about the accident. They have you estimate how fast each car was going at the time of the accident. And look, at the time of the accident, it may have felt like the person that ran into you was going 50 miles an hour. But later, they may have pulled, all cars have black boxes. They don't know that. From the 90s forward, it's called an EDR. So they pull the EDR and they find out that the person was only going 20 miles an hour. Then they're going to use your statement to say you exaggerate things. For example, you thought the car was going 50, but you're only going 20.
Say that? Wow.
So you exaggerate. The other thing is they take your statement and they say, where are you hurt? And 3 days after the accident, you might say, look, my neck and my shoulders hurt. And then once you get treatment on that, lesser pains like in an elbow or lower back hurt So now when you want them to pay for that, at the very end, they'll say, you never told us about the elbow or the lower back, so we're not going to pay you for that.
Unbelievable.
Now, the other side's insurance company, they are there to protect their insured. They're not there to help you. Don't think about it. Don't get confused about it. They're only there to protect their insured and make more money.
I'm telling you, when I got in an accident, this was about 6 years ago, everything you just said happened to me. They called me, I felt pressure to give them information, and then I was all of a sudden at fault. It was just, you know, now I would do things much differently after knowing you.
Well, this came about, someone called me,
Yeah.
one of our viewers, and I said, look, we can unring the bell, even though that this has taken place, but don't give any more statements, don't give any more medical records. Undo that. Are you going to grab?
Now that we've learned the right thing, Barbie attacks the dinosaur. She knows what she's doing now.
And by the way, that's not my Barbie, that's not my dinosaur.
Barbie. It came from the prop closet in our office. I have no idea. Thanks for bringing Barbie on today, Phil.
My pleasure.
Yeah. If you have any questions for Phil Harding, go to kwgn.com. Click on Colorado's Best. You're going to see Phil Harding's photo on the right. Just click there and send any question you might have. He will answer each question personally and confidentially. And to reach Harding & Associates directly, call 303-762-9500. And you can get a free consultation anytime. You can also find him online at hlaw.org. Coming up on Colorado's Best, come out smelling like a rose in the kitchen with edible flower recipes that may be blooming in your own garden. And it's Fitness Friday. We'll find out if a new hula hoop workout is good exercise or just a bunch of